Hey guys, Dazzling Dave here. About 3 years ago, I had a guy come to me, ask for a favor with yo-yos. I helped him out, and then asked him if he'd help me out with his specialty. This is Virgil Leih. He makes big toys. Now, he'd never really made one that actually worked. His were just giant toys. Well, now I wanted to make a top that would work, so we set out making this prototype. Even had a bearing set up on the inside. Here I am giving it a throw to see if it can work. I threw this thing hundreds of times, had a really hard time getting it to the hand. When I finally did, you can see the shake like crazy. I'm guessing when they turned it at first, it had too much flex. I was happy to get it on my hand, but eventually, of course, it hit the ground, cracked, and then, well, broke. But we got enough information from this prototype to start designing the real one. Computer design, that's right, this is being cut out on a lathe, computer numerically controlled. Set up the Baltic birch all glued together, got it, of course, put onto the lathe, and started getting it cut to shape. Now, I didn't do much of this work. This was all done by Virgil and his friend Al. Al is a engineer who did a lot of the work on making sure the measurements worked out right. This was all chucked into a big lathe, so they were able to turn it down, get it nice and round, of course, bore out the center, and in the hollowing process to get it actually hollow on the inside as well. Here's Al and the machine that he did most of the work on. I wasn't there when they did the initial turning to get it down to shape and size, so it was great to get these photos so I could see the process. Once they did get it done, they sent it to me so I could do some testing. And when I did that testing, I made a little video. I'll put that in right here. Hey guys, Dazzling Dave here. I got my next big top. The last one was the prototype. This one is the step after that one. Made of Russian Baltic birch plywood, glued up, hollowed out, about 3/4 to an inch wall thickness, aluminum tip, ball bearings. Weighs a little bit more than I'd like. It's currently right about 4 pounds. 5 pounds. But we're gonna give it a throw and see how it goes. All right, here we go. Just about 10 inches in diameter, just over 10 inches tall. Spinning really nice and true. A little tiny bit of balance maybe needed. Haven't tried to balance it at all yet. Not bad. Now we have to get it maybe a little bit lighter because 5 pounds is dang heavy. So back to the shop it went. We chucked it back up into the lathe, made sure it was really nice and true, and made a couple of passes to bring it down to lose some of the weight. It has to be done in 2 different passes because the way the CNC machine did it didn't curl around, so we had to do one from the bottom and one from the top. As you can see, here's the bottom cut where it got all the way up to that edge. We took about that much off, and then from the top, did it back the other way, leaving a slight little bump in the top. You can see that here. That's no problem. With an artist like Virgil, he just grabs a sander and brings it all down nice and true, nice and smooth. Super nice how these 2 guys worked together to make this top a reality. Then they did the finishing. Again, I wasn't here for the finishing process, but you can see it's a nice, beautiful honey yellow color on the outside. And this tip is really cool, a feat of engineering that Al came up with. There's a nice little red part on the inside too. It's pretty cool looking red. And here's my first throw after it was all done. Not bad, managed to catch it and everything. This thing's a piece of art. It's fun to play with too. So this is it, the finished product. You can see that red tint on the inside there. And it's just a beautiful piece of work. And as the tradition states, with any top about 10 inches size, this one's got to have a name, and I named it after the artist who created it. This one's called Virgil. Thanks for watching, guys.